Hi guys, Ian here. Hi din sa mga kamatis dyan. Just a quick Ian's Insights episode, and I actually watched Nico Davíd's review on the concept of the cancelled with a T for tango sa dulo. It's really very much the same thing as boycott, as he might mention. And bago ko simulan talaga to, his review is in the description below. Please do watch this before you come over to me para maintindihan nyo kung ano yung iniisip ko kung bakit sobrang na mind blown ako sa sinabi niya. Okay, are you back? Okay, let's do this. So, I might have told you in one of my videos that I am a degree holder in communication arts in the University of Santo Tomas at Bumukulog. Bakit ganun? As a degree holder in communications, buzzwords that come close to the concept of communication theories excite me. Big time. Grabe. Especially the ones blurted out by Marshall motherfucking McLuhan. He is a legend in communication studies. Napag-aralan namin sa communication theories and pucha, ang ganda ng mga mga buzzwords niya na concepts eh. Although I really have to study more on Dr. McLuhan, pero Manong Marshall, you are an absolute hero to all of us who dared explore communication and media studies, and it's an absolute honor to be part of that field. Now, before we go to the reaction or the comment that I will make, let me give you a context on who Marshall McLuhan is. So he is actually an English teacher for most of his career, and nag-study siya ng philosophy. Basically, actually he's Canadian. He's a Canadian English teacher turned philosopher dahil nagkaroon siya ng degree sa philosophy. Then all of a sudden he was very much interested with the philosophy of how new media works, how digital media works, and this was in the 1960s. I have to tell you, and during the 1960s, everything either went to heaven or to hell. I mean, you got the Second Vatican Council, the sexual revolution, the moon landings, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the subsequent downfall of Khrushchev and Kennedy, all at the same decade. Nangyari yon sabay-sabay, almost interspersingly, and it was a very, very, very clusterfucked decade, for the lack of a better term. Lalo na yung sa Vatican II. Hanggang ngayon, marami pa rin nag-aano dun. And why do I actually mention Vatican II? Because during the time that he was a professor in media studies, he actually converted to Catholicism. Yes, guys, McLuhan is a Catholic. And I am very sure that sooner or later, either Pope Francis or his successor would, let's say, go about and restudy Inter Mirifica, that Vatican II document on social communications, and tie it up with McLuhanisms to have its own theological worth. But it's just something that I am thinking about. I do pray for it, and yun. So going back, he is a Catholic, and he's more importantly the prophet of pop culture. He introduced uh, some terms that we now call McLuhanisms, such as global village or the medium is the message. And my God, these terms are very, very much relevant in how people consume social media nowadays. As in, ngayon ko lang na-realize na ganun pala ang insight ni McLuhan. And basically, one of his biggest fans is one of my professors, Ma'am Faye Martel, again of the USD Communications Bureau. Ma'am, pasensya na may mention ulit po kayo dito. I mean, I think every one of my professors in communications, grabe, umukulog, grabe. Anyway, I am pretty sure all of my professors have at some certain degree a great respect for McLuhan kasi ngayon nare-realize yung ano niya yung mga sinasabi niya He's more of a madman during the 60s, and now this prophet of pop culture is a media hero, a media studies hero. Now, let's go back to Nico Davíd. Sir Nico, from someone who has studied communications as a college degree, saludo po ako sa inyo. I don't know your background. I don't know how the hell have you created your reviews on YouTube, but you are an absolute you're absolutely sure nasa top 5 ko kayo. At nasa top 5 kayo ng mga top 5 YouTubers ngayon. I'm just doing some balakid references, pero para sa akin talagang nasa top 5 kayo, sir. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Way up there. Masasabi ko sa inyo. I'll do a video on my top 5 YouTubers soon, pero hindi ngayon. So let's go back sa video niya. Again, Nico Davíd's review on the cancelled culture in the description below. He has done his shit. Wala na akong masasabi. I just have to make some comparisons between what he said and what some of the McLuhanisms that I see as relevant to how he does things. So, nasabi ni Sir Nico na the show is the person and the person is the show. Doon pa lang sa sinabi niya yun, I realized that this was an echo to McLuhan's famous quote, "The medium is the message." I mean, that is absolutely awesome that he said that. Ewan ko kung nag-research din siya tungkol kay Marshall McLuhan during the time that he is writing about his piece on the cancelled issue. But I have to say that it's one of the great things that I saw on his YouTube channel. And my God, grabe. I mean, the similarities are absolutely there. I mean, I'm a buddy YouTuber. Pipitsugin lang akong YouTuber. Marami siguro sa inyo na manonood nito, hindi ako kilala personally, or siguro ayaw nyo akong kilalanin. But the way I blurt out these things, the way I present myself in front of the camera, that is actually message in itself. Yun yung ano yun yung pinapaniwalaan ni Marshall McLuhan And aminado ako na hindi ako masyadong maboka talaga sa mga bagay na to, and I blurt out very sparingly. I I write more than I speak. At minsan, pag nagsusulat pa ako, sobrang uh, hindi ko minsan maintindihan yung sinusulat ko. I'll just share to you how I write and how I write my guidelines for this video. Ganyan ako kapangit magsulat. So, now you know. And basically, that's a message that sends out to YouTube land that I am someone who writes more than speaks. Pero at least nasasabi ko yung mga sinusulat ko. That's a good thing. Wala na akong masasabi dito iba, pero before I end this, sobrang paano ko masasabi to? Yun, bigla na ako nawala. So, ayun nga, the medium is the message, and applying the concept of a global village. Ito na yung masasabi ko kay Sir Nico. He is that wise elder, that manong, that tatang of Filipino YouTubers. Pasensya na, sir, ha? Alam ko hindi pa po kayo matanda, pero you are I see you as a wise elder in Filipino YouTube land. And yun yung pinoportray mong message sa paggawa ninyo ng mga content ninyo. As McLuhan said, the medium is the message. How you say things, how you do things, how you review things. That's who you are. That's your message. Saludo ako sa inyo, sir. Yun lang masasabi ko. Before I end this, yun nga, yung sabi ko na canceled, tapos sinabi niya na it's similar to boycott. I don't know if I'm going to contribute to the conversation, pero kaya siguro ang mga modern YouTubers ngayon, mga mas bata sa akin, tsaka kay Sir Nico of course, parang iniiwasin nila yung mga gender terms such as boy, girl, bakla, tomboy, butikiba, boy, sorry, yun lang. Pero kaya siguro they somehow reworded the word boycott into cancel. Siguro yun yung yun yung maiaambag ko sa conversation. I am not sure if that is absolutely true, but that's my speculation kung bakit canceled ang language ngayon or yung term ngayon na ginagamit ng mga YouTubers or ng mga social media influencers or mga netizens ng mapanghusgang lipunan ng social media. So, i-end ko na to I'm going to end this with this. Sir Nico and his reviews are underrated. And you know what? It should be analyzed by communication scholars in the classroom. Yun yung mahamon ngayon sa mga mass comm students and communication students in general. Kasi, promise, it's a wild world out on media and social media in the digital world. And somehow, communication studies must be developed, and I think this is one of the ways in which communication scholars would know their worth. So, yun lang masasabi ko. I'm out. This is Ian. And until then, see you next time. Adios mga kamatis. Thanks for the review, Sir Nico. Very well appreciated. Bye guys.